Hello, Cross Riverians. The best school has come to stay in the city of Calabar. It is called Beryl International School. Take advantage of this opportunity now.
Tell me the best school, Beryl is the best. Tell me the best school.
Viewers, how are you doing today? I hope great. Very good. Today, I'm going to be taking you on English language. First of all, my name is Essie Edema, Mrs. Essie Edema, and I'll be your tutor for today on the subject English language. And today our topic is comparison of irregular adjective. Comparison of irregular adjective. And you all know that adjective is one of the parts of speech. Adjective is one of the parts of speech. And if I may ask, what is adjective? This is not the first time you are hearing about adjective. What are adjectives? Adjectives are words that describes a noun or a pronoun. They are words that describe a noun or a pronoun. Can we say it together? Adjectives are words that describe a noun or a pronoun. Before we proceed, let's take that down. Okay, here is what we have on the board. I told you that adjectives are words that describes a noun or a pronoun. Let's say it one more time. Adjectives are words that describes a noun or a pronoun. You all know what a noun is and what a pronoun is, because we are not going through that today. A noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or things. A pronoun are words that explains a noun. Okay, now we have three ways of describing adjective. Remember we are talking about irregular adjectives, and we also have regular adjectives, but today we are going to talk about the irregular adjectives. And in irregular adjective, we have some words we use to describe irregular adjective. And number one is positive. Number one is what? Positive. Number two is what? Comparative. And number three is superlative. I'm going to explain each of them. Okay, positive describes only one noun. Only one noun. Positive describes only one noun. When you are talking about only one thing, that is the positive. Now, superlative compares two nouns. It compares two, just two. Remember I said positive describes one, superlative describes two, while comparative describes two, while superlative describes more than three, more than two. Okay, let's take that down. Okay, remember I told you that there are three ways of describing irregular adjectives. And we say number one is positive, which talks about just one thing. We have the other one, number two, comparative, which talks about two things, just two things. And we have number three, superlative, which talks about three or more things. Okay, before we proceed, I want to define irregular adjectives are words that describe a noun or a pronoun, but does not have a simple comparative or superlative. It does not have a simple comparative or superlative. I will tell you what I mean. Okay, now I want to give you some examples to tell you what I mean. Okay, like I said, irregular adjectives are words that describe a noun or a pronoun but does not have a simple comparative or superlative. Now, this is what I mean here on the board. This is what I mean. This is how to arrange it. You write your positive. Positive, remember I told you, means one. Comparative means what? Very good. Two. Superlative means what? Beautiful. Three or more than three. Okay, now they say bad. Bad, what is going to be here? Who can tell me what is going to be there? Worse. Worst. Bad, was worst. Bad was worst. As we proceed further, maybe in the next lesson, we'll use them to make sentences so you know more about what we are talking about. You know what now. Good, 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 better, best, good, better, best, good, better, best. I shall never rest, I shall never rest until my good is better, until my good is better, and my better best, and my better best. Yeah. Okay, number 3 says less. Number 3 says less. Less, lesser. Who can tell me what is going to be here? More than 3. 3 or more than 3. Least. Beautiful. Least. Beautiful. Least. Sorry. Least. Okay. The other one says little. 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 Who can tell me what will be in the comparative? Little. Less. The same. Least. Number 5 says many. Many is 1. 2 will be what? More. Then more than 3 or more than 3 is much. Okay. 3 or than 3 will be most. Most. Many, more, most. Now let's look at number 6. Much. Much. What will be in the superlative? More. Then what will be in the superlative? Most. Beautiful. Now let's look at number 7. Beautiful. What more than 1 is what? When we are talking about 2 will be what? Beautiful. More beautiful. More beautiful. What about in the superlative? Most beautiful. Now number 8, which is the last, we have important. Important. What will be in the comparative? More important. I have more important things to do. Important. Then what will be in the superlative? Most important. Okay, we have, I repeat, number 1. Now you can see, first of all, you can see what I'm talking about with our definition of irregular adjective. They are words that describe a noun or a pronoun, but it does not have a simple comparative or superlative. You can see that it does not have a simple comparative or superlative. Number 1 says bad, worse, worst. Bad, worse, worst. This is worse. And this worst. Good. Number 2 says good. Comparative says better, and superlative best. Number 3, less, lesser, and the superlative said least. Number 4, little, less, least. And number 5, the word here, number 5. Say many, and the comparative when they are 2 is more. When they are more than 3, 3 or more than 3 is most. Number 6, much. 2 is more. 3 or more than 3 is most. Number 7, beautiful. 2 is more beautiful, and more than 3 is most beautiful. Number 8, important. 2 is more important in the comparative and the superlative is most important. Okay, now I said our topic today is comparison of irregular adjectives, and we went ahead to define adjectives as words that describe noun or a pronoun. And I said there are 3 ways of describing irregular adjectives. I said number 1 is positive, which talks about what? Who can remind me? Beautiful, one thing. Positive talks about one thing. Then number 2, I said another way of describing is comparative, which talks about 2 things. Comparative talks about 2 things, and the superlative talks about what? Very good. Superlative talks about 3 or more than 3 things, so many things. Now I also describe irregular adjectives as words that describe a noun or a pronoun but does not have a simple comparative or superlative. Let's say it together. Irregular adjectives are words that describe a noun or a pronoun but does not have a simple comparative or superlative. Can we say that together? Okay. Irregular adjectives are words that describe a noun or a pronoun but does not have a simple comparative or superlative. I went ahead to tell you what I meant by that. I gave you some words on the board, and we had to look for the comparative, which is 2, and the superlative, which is more than 3 or more than 3. For example, number 1, bad. The comparative there is worse, and the superlative is worst. Number 2, good. The comparative there is better, and the superlative is best. Number 3, less. The comparative is lesser, and the superlative is least. Number 4, little. The comparative is less, and the superlative is least. Number 5, we have many. Comparative is more, and superlative is most. Number 6, much. Comparative is more, and the superlative is most. Number 7, beautiful. The comparative is more beautiful, and the superlative is most beautiful. Number 8, important. More important, most important. I hope you are finding the topic so interesting. Okay, now it's time for your own activity. Here is your own activity on the board. Number 1 says, what are irregular adjectives? Remember I told you that irregular adjectives are words that describes a noun or a pronoun but does not have a simple comparative or superlative. So you write it down for me. Number 2, complete the following: positive, comparative, and superlative. Now number 1 says delicious. You tell me the comparative and you also tell me the superlative. Number 2 says some. You tell me the comparative and superlative. Number 3, adorable. You tell me the comparative and the superlative. Number 4, well. You tell me the comparative and the superlative. Number 5, far. You tell me the comparative and the superlative. Okay, hope you've written it down. Beautiful. We've come to the end of this class, and I hope to see your homework. I want to see what you've done. All right, it has been an interesting class. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. All right, see you next time. Bye.